Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get updated news of things happening around you. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, I would like and encourage you to subscribe so that you get updated news as soon as we publish them. President Muhammadu Buhari has frowned at the inability of the Nigerian elite to address the welfare and educational needs of the less privileged members of the society. The president made his feelings known when he hosted Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, ministers, service chiefs, heads of security agencies, and chief executives of federal government agencies and institutions to a breaking of fast at the presidential villa, Abuja. President Buhari said he was upset with the level of poverty in the land. He challenged the elite to do something very urgent to ameliorate the pathetic situation. He stated that already the federal government had introduced people-friendly programs like the school feeding and trader money to alleviate the hardship being experienced by the less privileged individuals across the country. He therefore commended the vice president for successfully managing the school feeding and trader money programs. When I drive around the country, what upsets me very much is the status of our poor people in this country. You see young people, the so-called amajuris, with tall dresses, with plastic bowl, they are looking basically for what to eat. The question of education to them is a luxury. I think Nigeria elite, we are all failing because I think we should have a program that will at least guarantee some basic education for our people, no matter how poor they are. So I welcome the Vice President for initiating the school feeding program. If you check in your localities, the enrollment into schools improved because a lot of children can get at least one good meal a day. This is the position of this country. But culturally, some of us are quite merciless. We don't care about what happened to others. We just keep on moving forward. This market money, I want the vice president. I don't like him to be mobbed, especially the way I see hefty women carrying and confronting him. He should be very careful. These are very good initiatives. Initially, I was quite reluctant, but I must admit that they are very good programs and they endear this government to a lot of poor people because of this 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira being given to them as loans. They are fantastic programs, and I have to admit quite honestly that the vice president was ahead of me by insisting on them. But he knows me. If he insists, I will say, okay, go and do what you like. He did it, and I'm very pleased as he is being very successful, he said. Vice President Osinbajo, who spoke on behalf of the members of the cabinet, thanked the president for inviting them, both Muslims and Christians, to the breaking of fast with him. He said that regardless of ethnic and religion affiliations, Nigerians must continue to be their brothers' keepers and must continue towards building a united nation. He, however, condemned some politicians who were bent on dividing the nation and people along ethno-religious lines. On the Ramadan period, Mr. Osinbajo said, Mr. President, I must say that there are some reasons I had always looked forward to the Ramadan session, but some of those reasons are now being seriously challenged. The first of those reasons is that during the Ramadan meeting are usually very short, but unfortunately, last Wednesday, Mr. President seemed to have destroyed that very good notion by taking us through the longest fake meeting in the history of Federal Executive Council. The governor of the Federal Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Yakubu IBN Muhammad, and the Chairman, National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Abdullahi Mukhtar, were among the dignitaries at the event. This blame game thing from this presidency or from this administration, to be specific to Buhari, I think we are done with blaming the past administration, 16 years of PDP. That is what they always talk about. Now we are talking of poverty in the land, talking about poor welfare of the masses, and the president who has that power to do and undo, to make policies, to put people that will make policies that will take this country forward. He's not talking, blaming on the elite. What power do the elite have to change things, to make the economy work? Some days ago, the vice president, was talking about how they have fed 8 to 9 million children this school feeding. The question is that, of what value is that feeding has brought to the table? Of what educational value? Have the children improved educationally? The school building that the children are learning from, how fortified are those buildings? How fortified are those schools? The teachers that are teaching these children, how trained are they? What welfare package have you got for the teachers teaching these children? The teachers, are they being paid as at when due? What are the new things that have been introduced to our educational system that we can really boast of? A professor is talking about and boasting about how they fed 8 to 9 million children. And if you hear what they spent on that program, you'll be amazed. How has the food transformed their lives, morally, educationally, and otherwise? And in the same breath, and in the same vein, the president is frowning about the poor system of education, about the poor economy, about the poverty in the land. Who is supposed to take charge of all of these things, if not the president? And again, they talk about trader money. Trader money seized the day the presidential election was held, because people were arguing that this is not, empowering people. This is not all about empowerment, that this is a vote buying. They said no, it is not vote buying. They were trying to encourage people. They were trying to make life comfortable for people. But the question is that even the trader money they talk about, they disbursed, they gave to people, how has it changed the economy? What value has it added to our GDP? How has it changed people's life? A lot of people just collected that money and they blew it, within that minute they collected that money, because it's nothing. So if the president is blaming some set of people, then who is to correct the abnormalities that is happening in the country? So I would like you guys to put down your comments if what the president has said is the right thing, whether the blame is supposed to go to the elite because they are not doing they are not playing their role as expected in order for the educational system of the country to move forward or to be at where it's supposed to be. Thank you very much. Put your comment down below and let's rub minds together. Thank you very much again. You are the best. Bye.